Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Tigers offense comes on the field first today. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years, and of course you got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in '07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected.
And now the running back's got it again. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They're going to run it here. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype of this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on third down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
Grab made by the tight end. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch is made down the middle. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So Middle Tennessee's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
To start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Gets rid of it on the move. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. And the Blue Raiders looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on third and short. Good coverage downfield. They take
the sophomore able to get home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Well, it's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Well, the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's 4th down. The Blue Raiders will line up to boot it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And it's taken at the 25. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. He's got it right near the end zone. He could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Missouri.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And now here comes the point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. Second down play coming up for this offense. And Kirk, it's Missouri with the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial second quarter beginning right now. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback dropping back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Blue Raiders will come to the line to crank up the tempo. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Pass caught. Second down now. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. He's running out of time here. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. The Blue Raiders pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 28. First down here for this offense. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Caught quickly. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. And the Blue Raiders will line up on first and 10. And the back gets the football. It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8 coming up. Here comes the up-tempo offense. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And that run produces a decent gain. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Offense looking to throw the ball. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? The pass, nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Returner looking to create better field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Oh, look at the quick cut. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And he scores. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Middle Tennessee offense back on the field now. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Touchdown, Missouri. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 18 now. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Blue Raiders offense back on the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5. The timeout is called and talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. Handoff from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball-hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out. And for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. comes the Middle Tennessee offense back out there. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
Handoff here from the shotgun. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. The Blue Raiders looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Return starts from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. Makes a spectacular diving catch. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the handoff. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Important second down play coming up. And he's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Middle Tennessee offense back on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down after that previous play.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure the defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's going to take off. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down. And the Blue Raiders hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there, play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield.
On the junior, gets home making a sack there.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Going to try to use his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaks 1 tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. The Blue Raiders will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Choosing to return the punt. Now they finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return. His drive starts in good position. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles and try to slow this guy down.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. They go up 18 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. Coverage team brings down the returner. Time for one more play here in the quarter. And now the handoff. Running through the tackle. And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period. And Kirk, it's Missouri with the lead here. We've played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Throw to the running back in the flat.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And a sophomore making an impact play. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as they try to cut into this lead. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Motion now from the tight end. Here's the handoff. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. The shotgun running play call. Will he score here? Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Missouri. And this one is getting ugly.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Blue Raiders offense back on the field now. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket breaking down.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's looking to scramble. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a 4th down play. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And the Blue Raiders will line up to punt it away. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. And the returner is tackled by this one coverage team. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they try the middle, but stuff for no gain. Here's the 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
And he picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 32. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation.
Got it.
Now it's 2nd down here. And it's a kneel down. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.